Welcome to podcast Basira Nour. This is your host, Safy Mousa, and today we are covering the third day of the Enneagram conference in American University in Cairo. And this is a new guest. This time, something was different when I tried to go through a specific experience. It's not about only knowing your type, it's how you can live it. How can your all senses touch, smell, feel, and see? And there is a cognitive recognition of this experience that Diana will take us in a journey to explain more about this. And at the same time, Diana is an Enneagram teacher and coach. And we are so delighted to have her here with us today. Hi, Diana. How are you?
Hello. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Diana, just if I tell you, how do you feel at the beginning in your experience in Cairo? And is this your first time in the conference here?
Well, I could bring tears, actually. It's such a beautiful country with so much history and so much ancient wisdom. And so to be here in Cairo with the Egyptian people and with all of us gathering to study this very deep primal work, really, it's just quite an honor and quite a privilege.
So you are enjoying the whole process of the conference, the place, and it's all adding together, right?
All adding together. And it's just, each person that's speaking, that's attending, they're all bringing their energy of curiosity and love and wondering and that's creating such a beautiful field of exploration and love.
Beautiful.
And love.
Diana, I would love if you can talk a little bit about this beautiful experience. Every time I speak about it, it takes me back to where I was really living there. Tell me about the whole experience. How did it start at the beginning, the seeds, from where you brought this idea?
Are you speaking about the Enneagram? Are you speaking about...
not the Enneagram. I'm talking about
the Pause 9 experience that we're bringing.
Yes, the Pause 9 experience.
Yes.
We are talking now about
great.
Pause 9 experience. And
Beautiful.
let's explain also what is it, and the room is,
Okay, I will do my best.
Okay, okay.
So Pause 9 really came out of the desire and the knowing that for us to know ourselves, we really need to rest. We need to relax into ourselves. We need to relax our normal way of doing and being in the world. And so that the experience itself was developed as a way to help people kind of let go of their ordinary view, their narrow viewpoint, and relax deeper inside of themselves. So, we've been able, Deep Living Lab, and, it's really based on work that Roxanne Howe Murphy brought into the world, and Enneagram Crossings and 4 Sacred Portals. And the main thing that it does is it really helps us become more aware and start to recognize that we're all made of the same cloth. We're all made of love, and we all have our unique contribution. And so it asks questions of ourselves that has us go a little deeper inside, and a little, it's like we can start to explore some of our type tendencies, and some of maybe the obstacles that we find on our inner journey to our full expansive self. And so it's a beautiful avenue into knowing our own being and being able to act and respond to the world and to others in a way that is uplifting, in a way that's generative, in a way that enlightens and helps.
This is
and
amazing.
Is restorative. And we know right now the Enneagram and You can feel it in the conference that we all globally, we all know, we're at a point in time where, we've evolved a certain amount, and there's this point right now of, let's continue. And it's up to us. I say us, really, consciousness, the more we let go of it being our thing, me, doing something, and really recognizing that it's grace that flows through us.
Yeah.
It's life that flows us. And everybody knows that deep inside.
Yes.
So it's really just holding up a mirror to our deepest self.
I would love if I can just transfer the image, or how does the experience itself look like. And I would say it's a beautiful room, and it's very calm. And we go there, and you feel the energy the second you step in the room. And we start wearing this beautiful, first of all, headphones, very, very kind of isolating you from anything outside. And also, what you call this one, Diane?
The virtual reality.
The virtual reality.
Yes.
And then, without going into details, because this has something to do, you experience yourself, but then I felt with all my senses how I am on the other side of my ego. How it would look like when a heart connecting not only with other people, but with the universe. It was such an amazing experience. And as we knew from the beginning of the conference, when Rania said it's the first time here in our region, outside California, outside the United States. Is it right?
Yes, the first time. And so it's been such an honor to bring it here. And you're speaking so well and are so articulate around that whole, once we can rest just a little more inside of us, we start to feel who we really are. And I have to say, it's been a collaboration. It's a piece of art. And it's been with Mana's Collective, the collaboration. It was a vision of Irma Velasquez and Deep Living Lab. And the idea is that, sometimes when we let go of all of our concepts, like how can we, an art form, something kind of just shifts in us and we just can experience something. So it's a way to kind of bypass our thinking mind, if you will.
Yes.
And so a lot of intention went into creating it. And a lot of, I think with every piece of art, everything we do really, there's a lot of that we don't know. There's a lot of unknown. So it was a process of really letting things unfold and seeing what happens. And so this is, you here at this conference is really kind of the first experience of what we've brought.
Actually, I was talking about a lot of friends that they already went through this experience, and they said there is a shift, there is a realization, there is a recognition about ourselves that when we went through this experience, we'll never come back again. Yani, what I mean is, will stay with us.
Yes.
And maybe it will stay with us forever without knowing, because it shows you a beautiful part of you that you sometimes are scared to accept.
Yeah.
I'm not saying a denying, the beautiful and the strong part of you, the part that where the true you and true self, no matter you explain it in words, but when you live it, there is no turning back. You would love all the time to be dragged and to be connected to this part, and you would love to have more of it in your life. in everyday engagement and everyday. Since I did this, and I feel even my podcast is different, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you're speaking so beautifully about, even when we have one opening, right? We can't forget it. It's there, and we're drawn for more, And good news, bad news, maybe, because sometimes, we're drawn and we realize, there's a lot of kind of things. There's some hard work sometimes in it, and the draw for each one of us, as you're saying so beautifully, is to know ourselves, our real selves. And so, that it's just beautiful when we come to a conference and we can get a little taste, like, oh, I remember. And that taste doesn't ever leave us.
I remember.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to say. Like, you are forgetting, and this, I don't know how many minutes I spent there. I remembered something genuine, authentic, and I will never forget this feeling. It's like a remembrance that's staying. And I don't know what will happen after that, but it's always like a memory I will go to support me back. And maybe I will experience more of this in the future.
Yes, you will. May that be so. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing here and for really helping, people that aren't here be able to experience a taste of it.
Yeah. Tell me, Diana, after this beautiful experience, and you are kind of dedicating really your time, I can see that you are coming and going, and you are so beautifully standing there explaining about this. I just want to know your journey with the Enneagram, when you started the Enneagram as a teacher and coach now. How was, or what was really kind of dragged you to the Enneagram? Because Enneagram is like, a magnet. It takes people from their way and brings.
Yes. Well, I'll have to say, I kind of came, screaming and pushing it away, really, because when I was first introduced, I was in the coaching world for a long time, and I come from a very deep spiritual tradition and background, and it would just look like another little typing assessment. And I thought, oh my gosh, I am so done with that. And then, at some point, it's like I started to reckon, oh my gosh, it's much more than that. And so for me, it's like, it's not how we label ourselves, it's how we take the label off,
Yes.
And that's a fundamental, huge, beautiful piece of work. And I think the Enneagram itself is so accessible from wherever you're coming from that it's just a beautiful map that makes all the esoteric knowledge and wisdom from all the ancient traditions and mystical traditions available here and now. And I think that's what's needed in our world right now. And here it is.
And, sometimes I feel like the consciousness, it's like the universal consciousness, when it's expanding, what happens is that more people will be ready to receive more and more and more from those teachings and those really transformative journeys. And, Enneagram is one of the systems, and it's always in a process. It never stops, Diana.
It never stops. It's always right here.
Yes,
always
exactly.
That's right.
It's like it's always in process. Yeah. It's always working. It's always, we check, we observe, we catch ourselves in action, So it's kind of like this. And how many years now you are teaching and coaching by Enneagram?
Coaching, well, I don't want to age myself too much here. Over a couple decades, we'll just say that.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And
and then the Enneagram came in a little later. It was like, oh, good.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of work with coaches and spiritual directors and facilitators and people that want to bring in the Enneagram and this new work of Ennea crossings and, a deeper look at pause 9 and what that brings. So
Beautiful.
yeah.
And you think the more people are aware about the inner journey, the more the reality will change. How about now, entering the neuroscience and the trauma psychology and the trauma information in the Enneagram itself? Is it helping or it's opposing?
Oh, I think it very much helps. And I think there's many traditions and practices that really bring forward awareness. And I think all the neuroscience is really like really opening up the inner world and what's here. So I think all of it really helps. And, we can, many of us, I work with people that are sitting on their cushion, right? Deep meditators. And, they start to see, oh my gosh, I can see how my placement of attention, where my attention is going. And the Enneagram is so helpful to see, oh, even when I sit on my cushion and meditate, there goes my attention.
Yes.
And, and it happens in everyday life. So every moment, as you were saying, right?
Yes.
Every moment. So the more awareness we can bring to ourselves and be able to have a bigger, broader perspective and start to see the wholeness that's here.
And I think this is all about the process itself to take us even in those few moments to the wholeness.
Yes.
Because we go visit that, taste that, and we come back and we try again and we come back, and this is life, right?
This is life. This is life. And it's all really right in that symbol, that first part of the Enneagram symbol.
The wholeness,
circle.
the circle. Yes.
Here we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sitting
Thank
in
you,
it.
Diana.
So,
thank you very much. That was really very beautiful. I felt like I'm in a beautiful place speaking and talking with you. The energy was so beautiful. I'm very thankful for you guys that you are bringing such beauty, add such beauty to the whole world, because this is where now we want to connect with this beautiful part that I realized when I was in pose 9.
Yes. Thank you so much. I love
you.
the word beauty that you brought in.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's beauty.
Beautiful
Yeah.
place.
This is how I felt it inside my heart.
Yes.
Beauty. Thank you, Diana. That was an amazing experience in the conference this year. And that was with you today, Safy Mousa, your host. And thank you for following us on podcast Basira and Nour. And let's meet more guests, more beautiful people to educate us and see how the Enneagram is affecting them, and at the same time, how do they affect the Enneagram community. Thank you.